Hey everyone, I am, there's no we in this equation. I am checking out the brand new game from Might and Delight. They are the developers of PID, which was a pretty hardcore platformer that, was it earlier this year or maybe it was last year? Brad and I had a chance to look at, and we did a quick look of it, and it's a hardcore platformer. You know, Might and Delight are one of the several studios that came out of Grin, who are responsible for Bionic Commando Rearmed, amongst some other games, including maybe another Bionic Commando game that was not as well received. And PID kind of came and went. It's one of those games I've wanted to go back to and play, especially after they did a balance patch that added an easier difficulty level and supposedly made the game a little more palatable. Heard a bunch of great things about it. People that did play it seemed to really like it. Didn't really click with Brad and I in that quick look, but they're back with something completely different this time around. They were recently approved for this game called Shelter on Steam Greenlight. The game is supposed to come out by the end of the summer. They promised a date pretty soon, supposed to be before the end of August. But they actually sent over a preview build, and they said, you can check it out, and I said, hey, can I show other people? And they said, do whatever you want. Don't be a jerk. They didn't say the jerk part, but I feel like that's kind of implied when you do this sort of stuff. But in any case, so Shelter is about taking shelter. It's about surviving in nature. To be honest, I was sort of sold on the concept once I saw the original trailers. I've put up a couple of them on the site to kind of keep people aware of the game as it's come through. But this is my first real chance seeing a whole lot of what the game is about. I've run through a little part of this press demo. I'm not quite sure how much of the game is here. We'll run through a little bit and see what this is all about. But basically, you know, you're in charge of these little badgers, I guess. Hold shift. I can run. As you'll see before, I had one of my little buddies, my little children. I guess they were hungry, so I picked up some food. Ooh, gave them that food, and then they started following me. So if I do that again, drop this, then someone will eat it. Not clear to me from the bit I played before, and even playing a second time here now, whether they just naturally become hungry over time. Do you acquire new children as you go along, and in order to keep them fed, you have to keep knocking into these trees? Or if this is just, hey man, do you want to do this? Feel free to do it. Because it does not appear that I have any direct control over who eats the fruit. I'm not sure if the game randomly determines that when you have access to any kind of fruit, and then becomes more specific if you have one of your children requires food, so maybe it'll prioritize them in the list. Not super sure. So if I hold shift, knocks that down, I can pick it up. Maybe I could drop it in front of someone. You know, I can drop it in front of someone, so maybe that's sort of how the game handles agency in terms of you as the parent distributing that to your children. So if I hold shift, I can kind of keep going. Game has got just a tremendous look to it. The couple of times when I've tried to write trailer descriptions for the game, I've done just a really poor job of coming up with a way of describing how this looks. I guess papercraft would be one way to go about it. You know, reminds me a little bit of what Media Molecule is trying to do with Tearaway. But there's nothing else like it as a total cliche, but I don't know. If you have suggestions on what this looks like, feel free to let me know, and I will happily both credit and incorporate it in the future. For the time being, why don't we keep trucking along? So I can knock down those trees, or knock into those trees and knock down apples. I think if I remember correctly, there's a little cave over here. So you don't have to worry about the children. There's no like, hey buddies, come with me button. They'll just kind of follow along with you as you head through. At least as far as I know, you shift to run and left click to go. Oh, okay. We got a little froggy. Where is he? Anyone see him? Oh, there he is. Oh, got. Boom! Got that frog. That's. Oh, that makes me feel kind of bad, but you know what? Such is life here in the woods. Got that frog, and somebody just eats it. Alright, you know what? That's just how it goes. Who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? Really like the music in this game. It's very subtle. Sets a good tone. Just kind of, I don't know, it does. I don't know how you convey nature or calmness in the woods, but this music sure does seem to do a pretty good job of both of those things. Looks like there might be a little section over here, so you kind of have a linear path, or at least a fairly obvious opening path, and then some spots to the side. There's no scoring system, at least certainly not one present here, so in terms of why you should be going around and collecting more fruit, not super clear to me. Maybe that's something that will make more sense in the final game. Certainly when you get these preview builds, they don't necessarily have the proper tutorials. Maybe it's kind of hacked onto something. I bring my little... Where are my children at? I can hear them. Oh, they're down there. We'll see if... I haven't fed any of them in a while, or at least not since that frog. Anyone hungry? Everyone looks alright, so... We're going to keep going, because I definitely want to get to a really exciting section that I encountered when I played this myself, and then at least dive a little bit into the section right after that, which I have not touched at all. As soon as I got to the second section, which I don't want to spoil what happens, we'll be equally surprised together. Got that frog? Boom. Who wants it? Who wants it? Open season. I guess he ate it. We're gonna call you Joe. Joe ate it. Unfortunately, now that I've looked away, I don't know who Joe is anymore. It's not like this game gives you customization over your animal children. They all look pretty much the same to me. Does that make me animalist? I'm gonna blame that on the texture artist of this game. Not my fault. Let's see, where are we at? So I went through there. Seems like we're headed in the right direction. Just kind of following my gut. I was a little more... It was much slower my first time around. Trying to get a better sense of the world around me. Now I'm just kind of shotgunning through. I don't feel like this is the way I came when I played this the first time. I definitely don't think I went through here. Well, hey, this is how this stuff goes, right? Oh, I found like this little maze section. Wait a second. This can't be the same section that I started in. So we'll shift and shuffle along here. Oh man, did I really somehow come all the way around? That seems crazy, right? That doesn't seem possible. This looks awfully like that section I came out of. Alright, let's walk out back where I came and and see if it reminds me of how we first exited. Well, yep. I think this is actually where we started. That is that first piece of fruit that I came across. Oh, well that's just dandy. But here's the magical thing. Because I'm doing this by myself, I'm gonna cut to, in just a moment, the spot that I want it to be at. In 3, 2, 1. Alright, we're back. We're at the section that I want it to be at instead of getting turned around. Now I'm being told that I can try and sneak up on this mouse. If I do this, boom. Got it. It's up for grabs. Way to go, Jay. It's Jay and Joe. Guess all my children have J's in their names. I mean, my guess is because this is the sort of opening section that later on in the game you'll have opportunities to sort of, at least this is what I would hope, right? Like I would hope that they kind of lay these out for me right now, just giving you a sense of, well, okay, this is how this works mechanically, this is how this works in the world, in these sort of like very set up scenarios, and then just give you big open plains to run around in. Alright, what's up, Fox? Let's see if I can sneak up behind her. Just don't look at me, Fox. You can't see me, Fox. It's getting a little ahead of me there. Don't have a good sense of like how he detects my presence. So we're just gonna keep. Oh, damn! Okay. Let's let him get ahead there. Okay, so he's gonna go around the left. Let's see if we can cut him off at the pass. Oh shit, I can't. Okay. Can I get down there? Nope. This video game character does not like to jump. Head over here. Shh. Everyone keep cool. Everyone keep cool. Just like Last of Us, I really doubt that my children alert the fox to my presence. Right over here. Then we'll bounce over here. Still good. Still good. Think I can get it? Oh wait, why did my camera get switched around? Oh, I think this is my best bet. And I'm gonna go. Oh, I messed it up. I think I got it. Get out ahead of him. Boom. Nicely done, Patrick. You're a natural born. Nature. Oh, look. That does look like they need food. Are they all going to turn brown now? Okay. So they turned a darker shade of brown, suggesting that you do actually need to maintain the health of your children. Be a responsible parent as you're playing the game, and if you're able to track down tougher prey, you know that's going to allow all of your children to have a meal as opposed to one at a time. So I think we come around to this next section. We're going to encounter one of the more exciting bits from what I played before. Tear this up, drop it down. Tear this up, drop it down. And what I'm curious about with Shelter is that when you pitch it to me, I'm already interested, right? You know, I like games that are weird and experimental, probably to a fault. I'm willing to go out on a limb with games that are willing to go on a limb with me. I'll try and meet their high concept at a middle ground, even if they're incapable of quite reaching for what they were going for. Ooh, buddy. But it's always exciting to see the developers that are able to get closer to that middle ground. I love this section, this scene. Oh, come on, children. I think the music And the visuals combine really well to create a sense of tension. Come on! Come on! I wonder if they run slower if they have not been feeding. No, I have not been, let's say, completely on top of taking care of them. Moving. Just wait for my children to catch up. See the exit up there. And let's start. It's an open field, but I'm gonna go for it. Oh no! Oh, it got one! Oh, that didn't happen to me last time. I screwed up. And now it seems like he's left. He's not gonna. It's not like a video game boss that's gonna come in, get you every single time and try and kill you. I've just lost one of my children. That's just it. Oh. That's more of a bummer than I was expecting. There's really something to it when it's not represented on an interface. It's just sort of, well, it's gone. Interesting. Well, so this is the end of the first section. Oh, that's bad. And then now I have not checked this out quite yet. So this is brand new for everybody. I guess we must have fallen down to this section of the river. Not quite clear where this light source is coming from, but I can... Where did my children go? But I have to suspect that's the game's way of visually representing the fact that these creatures are able to see much better at night. Damn. Than we are, and so they don't have to have an actual light source. They can just say... What the hell was that? I feel like I'm failing my children right now. Guys, where are you? Okay, apparently I shouldn't run away. Something is slowly but surely eating what is near and dear to me. Everyone just keep cool. Don't hit the shift key. Because right now I have a bad track record with running. I wonder what's after me. Certainly was not clear. But this is obviously when the game shifts to a much stricter stealth type of gameplay. It's not super clear at this point. Ooh. Come on. Oh, I just wanted some food for my kids. Can you blame me for that? Alright, well, I think whatever is out there might have to just remain out there. I just wanted to give everyone, a little glimpse at Shelter. I think they're onto something here. I think it's really neat. Again, like I said, not always clear if these games will live up to their promise of their premise, but these guys have a good track record. I love that they're trying to do something so out there and different than just another platformer. And so I wish them the best of luck and hope they succeed. If you're curious, just do a search for Shelter, and there should be more details on checking out the full product pretty soon. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Patrick.